Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Vanessa, read by Tex Murphy. The hole in her chest.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh, no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll
nights.
keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Well, going to start the next chapter.
I searched for some kind of solution. Pretzel, a postcard, a pair of pickle-shaped cufflinks. And there it
Visit the
is.
chief
If you have
first.
anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Perhaps go and ask him about it? Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Right, so I'm
I'll
going
pack
to leave.
I nod.
I'll go see
worriedly.
Oscar.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together? You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me. Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Well, if I hear something, I'll let you know. No, you don't want to hear it.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? I already told the police she did all those things of her own accord. I didn't force her to do anything. Oh! Dorota Shaw. Sorry. I'm afraid I didn't know her that well. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
He's creepy.
If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello.
Is she naked?
Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see? Nothing else? Just a dead girl who looks alive. That's the power of photography. It preserves us forever like butterflies under a glass.
Mm.
What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. Dorota saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose. She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Friends, yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually.
Oh.
I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
It's creepy.
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Looks like, can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Then resumed his painful
I'm gonna
progress.
visit Oscar again. See what? No, I can't
Watch.
say anything else.
The low cloud had brought the day to a premature dusk, and the cold wind had driven people off the streets, and this old-timer was out late. The youths not...
I'm gonna visit Violet. See if she's got anything to say.
Do we really have to?
Yes. It says you're sleeping.
How
tonight.
vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He thinks he's irresistible to women. No.
Oh, I haven't seen this bit before.
One. Opened the gates of madness and experienced the beast's feeding
Saint
frenzy.
Violet, let's see Bronwyn.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Got to pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
5 times over.
That's I can't see.
I suspect I survived
Can I
because...
see Rain?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Within me, the beast snarls and
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
I sense he has slipped into the dark of a doorway. And the game resumes. You think he is stalking me, but I have a great...
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Heads who thought I was their victim, and they were young, strong.
Right, she's not going to speak to
It
the
was
chief.
worse.
No, Bronwyn's
Convinced myself
busy.
I was over it, that I was okay, that I could live a normal life.
Ranger's not there.
At least I knew what to do when the dreams.
Lexi's not there.
Clothes together, do a bit of reconnaissance. I couldn't count on being so lucky a second time. It's still...
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Style. A steady girlfriend or a wife is out of the question.
Not
Anyone around when the beast wakes. Casual relationship.
Ranger's not there.
Don't let anyone get close to you is a phrase I've heard more
I
than
don't think I can see Lexi either.
And of course, I will not tell them why. There's no particular...
I could be him. See if I can see, I can't think
I'm
of
Zach
my name.
Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Persuasion.
So
Right,
I went
see
freelance
if,
as soon as I
what's
could manage
her
to earn
name?
enough to make ends
Violet.
meet.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still...
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Dorota?
Are you happy, Dorota?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
I've seen all your photos, Zach. All of them.
Oh, she's jealous.
Nerves making him speak, perhaps.
Right, I don't think I can see, and I can't see Bronwyn.
Sorry, I don't smoke.
See if I can
Zach,
see Rain.
let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
rotting teeth, a smackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine.
I can't see.
Choice is about his life than me. Fuck you!
I'll
Give me
go
the
back
money!
to my room, and I'll be, I can't think what his name is, I'll be him.
I'm Oscar.
Oscar. That's it,
Is
Oscar.
there anything else I can do?
Yates, let the Slayer come through.
Visit Violet. No, Violet's not there.
The Terminator, or Bruce Lee, or Mike Tyson, or all three combined.
I don't think I could see Bronwyn.
The wild exhilaration of the beast.
I can't see Rain.
I'm riding Pillion. The hunter now becomes...
I can't see Lexi.
My hand seize him with strength many times my own.
My room. So I might as well go to myself. Because I've done as much as I can there.
He's had a way to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand.
Can hail the cab, see the chief.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Right, I've got to see if, go to the next chapter.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
You're next. The Five of Swords.
The Five of Swords? That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
The Knight of Wands!
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
Is it a Ten of Swords? It's the Ten of Swords!
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Monroe.
Lex Ellis.
Be a next time, and another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes. We were...
Lovers?
Friends.
Lovers?
I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know?
Yeah.
I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other. Multiple times.
Oh, I say. Multiple times.
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him. You know, without any clothes on. I always say no.
What got to ask her about that?
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt. Sam, you forgot your phone.
What's on my phone?
This is one of many paintings.
Visit Oscar then, sir. Oh, Oscar's not there.
And as such, it's over 1,000 years old.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. No, she is my type though, type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
Pose curiosity.
Right, Oscar's not there.
Dreams.
And nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe. So Simeon's written in to say...
There she is with that kid.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia.
That's right.
She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you.
You want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh, she doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
So I'm glad to be the chief with her.
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon. Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
On the radio?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. Don't remember now. I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
No.
Oh gosh, you can have it back.
I personally just...
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
This is a weird game.
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it, in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
I don't feel I better say that bit. I'm going to say it anyway.
Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work. No. I can do a reading if you want.
I'm going to say yes. Do a reading.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course, anything. Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you? Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
Then in blood. The 4th hits a square in the chest. I put another there, and another.
I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town. In Birmingham, it was a man called Uri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
A curtain of blood ripped under her chin.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night. What police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught.
So the next person could die at 10 o'clock then.
Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Right. I'm going to keep investing. I want to see the chief first.
Sam, do me a favour. Go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. What do you know about it? She thinks she was abducted. Obviously, it's all fiction. We've got a new target. Ellis Monroe. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Until the virus spread, the demon could only enjoy that girl trapped in his teeth. Prepare for the moment, the tipping point when she would finally cut her strings and fly. There was a process to this.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Just wondering if I can get anything else.
The demon would grow stronger, too big for its stolen place.
Claude.
Hurts. He whispers in the heart of his
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
There was so little light left to feast on in her world.
Oh, he's not
every
there.
Smile, every restful night. He tainted all of it.
She's not there.
Now it was just a waiting
So I must
game.
go to my room and turn to Sam and then go to the next chapter.
When she finally had enough of the burning in her chest, the weight on her shoulders, the pain.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Right, start next chapter.
Don't want to be in pain. So she succumbed to the sickness, or tried.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens, no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Oh,
woman.
Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
Arrow. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church,
or the radio
right
station
beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Knocked to the dirt. The next was another boy, slight for his...
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
And yet more dominoes fell, landing at the heads of...
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Full of awful curiosity.
I think it's him. I'll just say him. Oh, leave. That was
Dreams.
I need. It's all scuff.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
House. But in the dream, it's my house, and I'm discovering lots of empty rooms I'd forgotten I had. Every time I find a new room, there's another room leading off it. But then I start noticing...
Oh, it's you.
Yep, it's me.
I was hoping it might be Zach. No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up.
Well, I know who got be then.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
She's got scissors. She is acting weird. At least she's not running with scissors. That's dangerous.
The anxieties and the fears. Now, Lena...
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I've managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Munro.
And be shrunk by mystics, and the process caused the pain you see on his face.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Dead. No one can breathe that long underwater. Then she opens her...
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business. One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them. Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Night.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Yeah, because I've got to see Violet as Zach.
32 stories below. 10...
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Rises up to embrace me. There are infinite realities. Time Hotel was littered with Tenzin's white cigarette butt.
Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too. He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house. I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Because I was protecting Zach. This looks bad, doesn't it?
For Emma, and one for me. I kiss each bullet for luck as I reload them. Rise up.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromlin Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know.
Little green
man? 10 o'clock with Poe.
Little green man? Right, next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? Good call. If she's not here, she can't get hurt.
I don't understand. You're staying here, but you want me to leave? Where should I go? Be careful, Sam.
Ah, she gave me a kiss. Ah, she likes me. I'm gonna change.
If you're caught transitioning, there will be consequences.
Oh, something's going to happen. I sent Alice away and now I've turned into Alice. So I'm going to be the one that's in danger.
Sam,
She swears she went home and saw her doppelganger? I don't know what to tell you, Sam. The only good news here is, well, the only news we needed anyway, is that Ellis is still alive. Bromwell Castle called and said that Ellis is safe. They have a new target now.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Shaw say they're getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name. Zach. I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you pick the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Sam, you're still with us. I had to give you a pretty high dose of Rohypnol to drag you in here. I could have killed you in your room, of course, but that would have looked pretty suspicious. Yes, I'm Rain, but I can't remember. I don't remember. I'm being possessed, but I can't get caught. They don't care, Sam. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick traveller is using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump me. But you're going to get me stuck in prison. I can't have that. I can't let you do that.
Ray.
Problem? You're Sam.
I'm Bronwyn.
Is it really you? Bronwyn, I don't know what to do.
I can help you. Just until...
Yeah, of course. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't remember anything the night the road died, and I didn't want to say anything. Violet said the same thing, so I thought maybe it was her or some group hallucination. And then Sam turns up and starts digging everywhere. I didn't get a chance. Bronwyn. Just needed more time.
You'll get plenty of time.
Damn it, I knew it all along. It was one of those tarot readers. You kept telling me it wasn't Bronwyn, and all along it kinda was. Well, one of her crew. It doesn't matter now. I'm glad you made it out alive, Sam. You put the wrong person behind bars, but this makes up for it. Get some sleep. I'll catch you again in the morning.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Rain is locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. I still can't believe it was Rain. I suppose nobody is immune. And now we're one short. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Sam, I guess you're on your way now. I don't often thank my guests, but thank you. Didn't think you had it in you. Well, I at least thought you'd run away at some point. But you didn't. You stayed. You've made August safe again. If you ever need a place to stay, you've got one here. Well, if I have a room available, that is. Take care, Sam.
I think that's the end.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
In a minute. That's someone else that likes him.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Yep.
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Oh, it's another kiss for Sam.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame you were starting to get in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Thank you for playing. That's the end.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. Oh. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret, and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time.
What trophies I need
I want
to
to
get.
make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
You live?
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Or is it? Enter secret debriefing.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Right, so that's that bit done. Notice you can skip previously viewed scenes. Right, so I'll try that another time.